The first part of my presentation is about what is important in architecture to support aging in place. And the Commission on Age Friendly has been working on this along with the AIA Committee on Aging, which was founded the same year, 2010. They both were founded in 2010. And aging in place is becoming very important because we all don't want to move. And as we get older, our neighborhoods and our apartments are very important to us. But the importance of architecture, a few things that are necessary for aging in place is provide spaces that all necessary functions are readily accessible. And that means that cabinets in kitchens, bathrooms should be easy to reach, easy to find. Handrails around the apartment, including bathrooms, are important. The next item that's very important is lighting. And I can speak to this because I'm probably the oldest person in the room, but lighting is very important to provide the way to move. Wayfinding devices are another important thing that architecture can do. And ease of circulation, both vertical and horizontal, in architecture. And architecture is not about just making it easy to grow older. It's all people should enjoy architecture, and these different things to support aging in place support everyone. The last one, of course, is resting places. Now I'll get on to what is the fun part, and that's NORCs. Now, NORCs are a naturally occurring retirement community. And I think everybody in the room knows what NORCs are, so I won't go into that, but I will go into my NORC. So 12 years ago, my wife and I took our daughter, who was in high school, to Williamsburg a lot because she liked Beacon's Closet, which was an antique clothing place. So we discovered Williamsburg. So in 2010, we bought an apartment on the river on Kent Avenue. And this slide is showing our building, which is right here, right there, and a 500-foot radius. Now, this has all occurred in the last 10 years. We have everything you need within 500 feet. And that's what I consider an important part of the NORC. We have, of course, 2 drugstores. We have a supermarket. We have 2 delis, one here, one there. We have several coffee houses here and here. We have 3 restaurants. We have parking in 3 places. We obviously have the 2 important drugstores, but in our building itself, we have a pool and a gym. We have a park that continues along the river for about 6 blocks. So we have everything. We didn't know this when we moved in. We didn't have any of this when we moved into this building. We did have the gym and the pool. So this is the building we live in, and we live right there. So this was all an accident. So the city, we moved from Tribeca to Williamsburg, not thinking that we're going to grow older there. It's just my wife wanted a view, and we didn't have one in Tribeca. So this is the supermarket. This is a drugstore. This is a bank. This is an emergency room, which I didn't point out in the other slide. This is a deli. This is a dry cleaners. And this is our view. So, having worked in on the commission for aging for 10 years with a lot of you, I remember when we started in 2010, one of the committees I got on, subcommittees, was age-friendly districts. So it was very exciting for me to see the two age-friendly districts in Brooklyn, the Myrtle Avenue and the Bed-Stuy, because they were ideas by the first commission on aging under Bloomberg 10 years ago that Lindsay is kind of in charge of now. So it's working with the aging is something that has been a joy for me, and I think aging in place is something that most of us want to do. I know my wife and I will probably keep this apartment until we die. We have a house upstate in Millbrook, but the nearest store to our house in Millbrook is 3 miles away. The nearest supermarket is 6 miles. The nearest bank is 6 miles. So the difference between the 500 feet and the 6 miles is a great deal. So that's why the city is so important for the aging, and especially aging in place.